Hi, Facebook. Facebook Live. We are back again, coming to you from Guanacaste, Costa Rica. Yeah. We'll see if anybody hops on. So thank you for being here with me today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
So my name is Lindsay, and we are coming to you live from Rythmia Life Advancement Center here in beautiful Guanacaste, Costa Rica. Another beautiful Saturday. We've had another amazing week, as always.
Very amazing week.
So I'm extremely blessed to have Sarah here with me today. So thank you for doing I Got My Miracle.
Thank you for inviting me.
We're so happy that you got your miracle.
Yes, I got all of it.
And we will talk about all of that. But first of all, I just want to welcome all of you. Thank you so much for joining us. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. If you are a usual watcher of this Facebook Live, welcome back. If you've been to Rythmia, then you know all about I Got My Miracle. So please tell us where you're joining from. If you're planning on coming, tell us when. And we're looking forward to seeing you. So yeah, welcome back. So yeah, it's been another beautiful week. I'm so happy to have Sarah here with me. And Sarah, tell us, where are you from?
Well, I came here from Belgium. I'm originally from the Congo. So the Democratic Republic of the Congo is my country, and that's where I live. And also I live in Belgium. I work in Belgium. So that's where I come from.
Very cool. And how did you first hear about Rythmia?
Let's see. So it was in 2017, and I was going through some tough time in my life, and I was really sick, and I was looking for different ways of healing. And I came across a documentary on Netflix where I think it was Deepak Chopra. He mentioned ayahuasca and so forth, and I was curious to know what is ayahuasca. So I went online and Googled. And I found another documentary called The Reality of Truth, and I watched that. And in that documentary, it mentioned Rythmia and Jerry and so forth, and I was plugged.
That was it. So she was calling you, all the way back in 2017.
Yeah, and I knew that I would come, and but I had to get a lot of things in order. So like my health wasn't good, and many things were not okay. So I went through the process of just like making sure that I'll come together before coming here. So it's been, and in the meantime, I've told all my friends about it, and I just knew that I would come, but now was the right time.
Hey, let's see. Hi, Christian. Hi, Janie. Rhonda. Hi, Zen. So nice to see all of you guys. Well, we are so happy to have you. So originally hearing about it in 2017, and here we are, 2020.
Yeah.
And you're here.
Yeah.
And are you glad that you came?
I'm very glad that I came. I've been stalking Rythmia online, just waiting for the right moment. I'm a mom, so just traveling was not the most adequate thing to do at any time.
Yeah.
At some point, I wanted to bring my kids, and then you cannot really bring the children here. I had called one time to ask if I could bring my kids, but then I knew also that because it's a medical center, I could not bring my kids here. So it was just finding the right time. But it's been on my mind every day, every week, and I'm so glad I was able to come.
So how far in advance did you book your trip?
I bought my ticket the night before, actually. I literally bought my ticket the night before coming here. I confirmed, I think, 3 days before, and then I bought my ticket literally the night, and then the morning I was able to come.
So it's never too late or too early?
No. I think that if you're a planner, like usually we tell you need to book 6 months in advance and all of that. But if it's on your schedule and you can make things happen at the last minute, that's what I did.
Just go for it.
Yeah, I went for it. Yeah. I almost didn't make it because I didn't have someone like watching my kid, and they checked out at the last minute, but it worked out. I was able to come.
Yeah. Good. We're glad you're here.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Hi from Texas. Hi, guys. Thank you guys for joining us.
Someone says hello from Texas.
So you arrived on Sunday last week. And how was it getting here?
Oh, it was super easy. I come from Belgium where it's really cold at the moment. So like just landing at the airport was already a shock. I went to the bathroom, changed right away.
Yeah.
From my winter clothing to the summer. And there were volunteers of staff at the airport already picking us up and calling Rythmia, and they were so welcoming and kind. There was a shuttle waiting for us, and I wasn't alone. There were a bunch of people. The shuttle was full. And we came all the way here, and I think the people welcomed us. I just remember that they were all dressed in these beautiful dresses. I think it was blue or purple.
Yeah.
And I was traveling for 2 days. I had not really eaten. I was jet lagged, but I was so happy to be here. Just the whole check-in process was very smooth. I was just really impressed by how organized everyone seemed to be here. Like everybody was on point. They knew my name. They were calling me like literally. It was just really reassuring, and I was happy to be here.
And so Sunday night you got to do breath work for the first ceremony of the week.
Yeah.
And how was that for you?
It was really good. Like I said, I was really tired, and it was just really rejuvenating. I think that it was just, I think it was the first exercise that allowed me to release a lot of the emotions, just like the travel, the anxiety, the stress, and finally arriving. And then like, the breath work just kind of like took all of that in at the same time. And it was beautiful because at the end, like my shoulder was hurting before going into the breath work. And just by doing that, I was able to relax. And it was just a beautiful entry to the week.
Did you have any idea that the power of your breath was so magical and could take you into that space?
Yeah, because I haven't done breath work I'm not professional like in a setting like this. But I've read about it and I've watched video about it. So it was a really good introduction to doing it all together. But that knowledge was there. That
Very cool.
Also take us to that space.
Yeah. So you got to do that on Sunday night and then have a little bit of dinner, and then we started off Monday morning.
Yeah. Monday morning. Well, the dinner was really good. The food here is amazing. Like the food is really great. All organic. The staff, they're just really, really kind, and they do everything to make sure that you're at ease. So that's also just reassuring. The restaurant is just down there, like somewhere here.
Roots.
It's called Roots, and you can just go anytime and get coconut water, snacks. It was just really amazing. And then Monday was the first day. I was really curious. I think I attended all the sessions, like all the programs and trainings and the speakers. The highlight for me on Monday was the talk by Jerry. He is funny, and he's just so real and so down to earth, and just talking so candidly about his experience. So that was my highlight.
And how are you feeling leading up to ceremony?
On Monday, you mean? I was, let me see, I was ready, but unsure. I felt ready because I've been planning for this trip, and finally I was here. So I was like, okay, I'm ready, let's go into it. I was ready, but I was not certain. I was not trusting. Yeah. I was not really sure what was going to happen, but I knew that I was ready for something. And then, yeah.
It's like walking into the wild unknown.
Exactly. I was like, I'm ready, let's go. But then I didn't know what I was getting myself into.
So Monday night it was Sean and Christian.
Yeah.
And how was Monday for you?
It was. Let me see. It was good in a way. It was hard and good. I read a lot about ayahuasca before coming. I watched all the documentaries out there. I watched the Rythmia Live and everyone who has come here and who has a YouTube page and so forth. So I kind of like prepared myself for what was happening, but I didn't know that it would actually, ayahuasca will meet you where you are with your life, right? So I was coming for this like really big revelation. Let me see what's wrong with my life and let me fix it, and then things like that. And it was just really humbling to see where I was. I think that if I can share a little bit without getting into all the details, I think that Monday for me was just the realization of like the world that I've been living in like my whole life. So my whole life I'm really, really good at managing chaos. Lots of chaos, people in my life, work, everything that always happened in my life has always been around the theme of chaos and problems. And then I've become an expert at managing all those problems and chaos. And that's why I'm so exhausted. And my life I've extended a lot of my life energy just managing and being really good at bringing order into chaos. And I got tired. And that's what I've been seeking for the past 2 years or so, how to bring harmony in my life. I think that just before coming here, that was my biggest theme, turning my life around since 2017, because that was the chaos that led me to finding about ayahuasca and Rythmia. And how do I turn my life around? And how do I move from a place of just managing, becoming this expert CEO of like trying to find harmony and bringing that into chaos, and living from a place where the baseline for my life will be harmony and peace. And then whenever chaos comes, and then you find peace as opposed to chaos being there, and then I try to insert peace into the chaos. Does it make sense?
Yes.
So that's a little bit where I was coming from.
Yeah. So you got to see a lot of who you are, who you've become.
Yeah. So the theme on Monday was show me who I've become. So I right away, I think that's what I saw. I didn't really know how the medicine works, but I just found myself in a place where it was just chaotic, like chaos everywhere. Like it was just too fast. Everything was moving too fast, and the lights and the cars, and it was just I could not breathe. And what I was actually doing was trying to control, trying to put harmony, like make it stop, so I can figure out like how to make this more in order. And that's what I was doing. And then it dawned on me that no, you asked for this to show you who you've become, and that's exactly who you are. It's like you manage industrial size of chaos all the time, and you try to control and to bring harmony into them. That's what you become.
The medicine works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, and it was just really humbling. And I think I was really scared. So that was that. It showed me the chaos. It showed me the lack of trust, which is true, in order to survive and to live in the world that I come from, and to even be able to be alive in the many situations that I've encountered. You have to be able to trust nobody but yourself, and to wear that hat where you are still and you just power through life and you do so many things, and that's what I've done. It also showed me the lack of trust and safety that existed in my life. So that was hard to see, humbling, but also sweet at the same time, I think.
So Monday started off really powerful.
Yeah. And once I was able to acknowledge that, amidst the pain, and then I was able to ask for help. So, and then I wanted it to be done right away. I don't mean to scare you all. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm really done. I'm gonna book my ticket tomorrow. I'm gonna go. But then once I went through that experience the first night, and then I was able to ask for help. I said, well, I mean, if this is that chaotic, show me how can I return to safety? How can I return to beauty? How can I return to harmony? And then that was basically the theme for the rest of my week.
So you started off really good with Monday.
Yeah.
And you learned to trust and to breathe and relax and surrender to the process.
Yeah. A funny story is that one of the help, like everyone here is just so kind, and they help you and they make sure that you are safe and protected, and it's just such an amazing context. So the person who was helping me, at some point I just couldn't take it anymore, and then I was asking for water, and then she brought a little bit of water to give me. And the irony is that I took the cup of water, and instead of drinking it, I didn't trust her. It's the same person who was like helping me, and I didn't trust her to drink the water. I was like, what if this is something else? It's gonna make it worse. And then at that point I realized like the theme of trust that I was also struggling with. Like even though I was in the middle of managing this chaos that was happening in my life, I asked for help. And when the help came, I was not trusting. So that was also beautiful to see. And it started changing. Like the chaos started changing when I said to myself, okay, whether it's something that's good or bad, I'm just gonna trust that the power in me is stronger than whatever it is. Yeah. And I am going to take it anyway. And then I took just a little bit, like a tiny sip. Yeah. And that was the opening for me to now to start seeing how I can work myself through.
And that's so beautiful. Yeah. Because coming here, trusting in the process, trusting in this intelligent energy of the medicine, and just surrendering to it.
Yeah. Surrendering. There is nothing really that can prepare you. If you've never been here, You can watch all the videos out there and so forth, but nothing really can prepare you for the actual experience, the environment being here, the experience, and what that brings into your life. Like I was the same person where I was like, I need to find someone to make all of this stuff right now, and then the next thing I'm gonna do is to book my ticket. I'm out of here. Like this is like whatever. Like I was going through all those things in my head, but as soon as I was able to find the silver lining in that process, and to find actually that this was helping me to understand who I've become, to understand the lack of trust and the need for safety. And it was just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. It also took me to the theme of like seeing that through the eyes of the people in my life. And that was also very humbling, because I didn't expect that. I thought that the whole conversation would be about me and the interaction of myself with life. But it also showed me how there was no me without others. And then wanting order in my life and wanting to understand myself is not separated from understanding the people who are present or who were present or who I'm connected with somehow energetically. So that was also, I don't think that anything could have taught me that. That level of insight was really powerful for me. So
beautiful.
Yeah. That was on Monday night.
Well, what a beautiful Monday night. So then going to Tuesday, of course, we have classes during the day again. And how are you feeling lining up for ceremony on Tuesday night?
On Tuesday was actually the opposite of Monday. On Monday, I showed up. I was like, soldier girl, I'm ready, let's go. On Tuesday, I was exhausted. I was not ready, but I was trusting. Yeah. It was literally the opposite. I was tired. I was not ready, but I was trusting. I knew that I was in a place of like surrender, where I knew that whatever this was supposed to be was good for me, because I had seen Monday and I saw how the discomfort was there to help me. And I was able to literally trust that and go into the process again by knowing that only good can come out of it. Yeah. And also, I think it was also really reassuring for me to see everyone who was there, the shaman, you all who were helping, and how all of you just had the best interest for our lives, for my life. Like no time before have I ever seen like people just coming and making sure that you're okay and like helping you process a very difficult experience. Mm-hmm. So I was not ready, but I was trusting in the process. Yeah.
So Tuesday was Meryl and Chris leading ceremony. And another great ceremony.
Crazy Uncle Meryl. That's how he's called here. He likes it. I didn't make up the name. I found it here. So
that is true.
He's just lovely. Everybody was leading the ceremony. They were just really, really wonderful. And I think that the medicine on Tuesday was meant to take us into more depth. So more insight and more tranquility. I think that was the theme. And it was exactly that for me. It was exactly that. I think because on Monday, I was able to be honest with myself. I think that right away after the ceremony on Monday, when I went back to my room, the first thing I did was like to literally email the people that I was disconnected with and to apologize. Even though I knew that I was wrong, but just to take that position and to email them and to say that I apologize, because I understand that your pain is not, like, I just went through that, making sure that I cleared my path. Yeah. So the ceremony on Tuesday found me from a place of like just honest truth with myself. There was no veil, and I was just at a place where I was open. And it was also beautiful. The ceremony on Tuesday, oh my goodness, I think it was the answer to my entire life. And before coming here, I don't know if I mentioned that I had done the chaos that I had in 2017 led me to really to my awakening. Like I went to a difficult dark night of the soul, which led me to my awakening. And then during those moments, I found out little pieces of truth about myself. And on Tuesday, all of that became clear. Like I saw the silver lining. I saw the connection with everything. I saw answers to questions that I've been asking. There were even dreams that I had in 2018 that I wrote vividly. And I knew that there was a follow-up to the dream. And then I had all of that on Tuesday, and my life just made sense. The past, the present, the future, all the pains of the past, because like it's life we suffer, and we tell the stories of the pain and where we come from and all of that. But then I was able to see the beauty in all of it, like to the point where I'm like, it's so ridiculous to have seen all the, like to have focused on that. I mean, yes, I had to focus on it, but even the most difficult things that I've seen, I was just able to see how everything was perfect, and how in the larger theme of the universe, there was no right or wrong. Like even if something was wrong, there's nothing that could prevent it from being okay again in this moment. And that was so humbling. And I was able to feel love in a way that I've never, I mean, I don't know if even love is the right word. It was it was so profound. It was very profound. It was yeah, it was just, I don't know. I think love, we'll say love because love is the word that we use, but it was beyond that. It was beyond, I was able to see beauty. I'll never look at a tree in the same way again. I'll never look at people in the same way again. I told you, for example, that she's the one who was helping me on Tuesday, to the ceremony on Tuesday. And at some point she was just walking, and I was able to see, in the blink of an eye, to see her as a little girl, as a teenager, as she is now, as she gets older, and then as an older person, then she comes back. And it's just, no movie could do it justice. And to see, and the beauty that you see in yourself, you see in other people, you see it in trees, you see it in birds, and it's just,
it's like a realization that we're all one.
Exactly.
We are the nature.
Yeah, exactly. And then to be at a place where you want so much joy for someone else just as much as you want. There was no me, I want this for myself. And the funny thing is that I'm walking out of like my week at Rythmia. I don't think I did ask for anything. Like literally at the end of it, I'm like, what can I ask? I had questions. I wanted things to be fixed and all of that. But after the experience, it was like whatever I wanted was so insignificant. In the hands of the universe, everything's taken care of. So like, why am I even?
We all come here with so many expectations and questions, a whole list of questions. And when you go in with the intentions, a lot of those questions are either answered or they go away. And you realize that everything that you need lies within.
Yeah, my questions went away. I had a list of things that I wanted to check as a good academic, like this is what I want and things like that, and this is what I want, show me the process and things like that. But it just went away. It's not that they just went away. I don't know what it is, but it
it's perfect.
Anyway, so I hope that I'm not scaring people out there. It's really beautiful. You have to see it, that no words will do it justice.
I say this so often, but you cannot explain the unexplainable until you experience this.
You cannot. I'm looking for ways to actually explain it. I have a couple of friends who knew that I was coming, and then who also are planning to come, because I told them about Rythmia, and they've been planning to come. At least 4 friends in my life who are going to come throughout the year at their own time. And now that I came here, I'm going back. I don't know. They're asking me, texting me, like, how was it? Like, how do you even explain that?
Just wait till they see you. They'll see how bright the light is shining, and that will be the answer.
I sent a selfie today to one, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, you look astonishing!" Like she's just she's looking at Sarah before, and the picture that I sent of Sarah this morning, and she just cannot believe it.
I see the difference in you. Thank you. So beautiful and bright. So
thank you.
So Tuesday was great for you.
Tuesday was great. Tuesday was really great. Tuesday was the understanding of everything, the understanding of even of myself being in the womb, being born. I watched some ayahuasca video and people talked about that, and I was like, that's so strange. How do you? And then I was able to see that. I was able to experience myself like literally being born, and No, Tuesday was amazing.
Yeah.
After Tuesday, I wasn't even sure if I needed anything else, you know. So I showed up on Wednesday just for a celebration. I was there just to be in the moment and to celebrate.
And what a celebration it is on Wednesday night, the
was.
ladies' night, the
Was.
night of the Divine Feminine with
Yeah.
Shaman Sarah,
Yeah.
who we all love.
Yeah, she's amazing. The way she led the night was just really beautiful. The music. She's funny and she's direct and she just gives you what you need at that moment. And there was this sense of peace and celebration. I think that everybody just showed up. At least I showed up with a joyful heart, and wanting to just celebrate. And I think also Wednesday was really good for me because I was able also to connect with my feminine side. I am the only girl in my family, so I was born in the company of men and boys. So I grew up with men and boys, and I'm the leader in my family. So I'm the man.
Yeah.
I'm the man of the boys.
Yeah.
So I grew up and I come from a very quote unquote patriarchal society. So I'm able to do a lot of things because like really I take the leadership. So like I'm very much connected with that.
Yeah.
And I remember when I started going to boarding schools, I had to learn how to be with girls because I didn't really understand like girls and emotions and things like that. So what I also realized on Wednesday was that the ceremony also helped me just be okay with this like feminine side of myself, to know that I can move with grace, I can move with beauty, I can move with, I don't necessarily have to be like so plugged into like something else in order to affirm myself in this life. So it was also, it gave me also, even though I'm a woman, it gave me a lot of like the woman stuff that I may not necessarily have had.
And like a softness.
Exactly.
To balance out the masculine and the feminine that we all have.
Yeah. So I think that's, I was born in a really masculine world and I grew up in a really masculine society, and to thrive in that society, I had a lot of masculine qualities, which I'm really grateful for. Yeah. They were able to help me live and survive and to do the many things that I've done. But it's always been, at least for me, like the imbalance with like my feminine. Like my masculine has always been a bit stronger than my feminine, even though over the years I've learned to cultivate the feminine side of myself. So on Wednesday, I think that the baby just came back to balance, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm happy. It was beautiful. The music was beautiful. I was dancing internally. Sometimes I got up a little bit. It was really good.
Yes, we have live music most of the night on Wednesday night, and it's so amazing.
Yeah. Are they asking questions?
Let's see. Hi from Georgia. Yeah. Hi, Maiku. So nice to see everyone. Hi, Melina. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can always call this number above or to book. And you can ask us or go onto the Rythmia website and check it out.
Yeah.
So Wednesday night, you became a goddess, a feminine goddess. I love that.
I became a goddess. I became everything and more. So like it's every day is different, right? Like so on Monday I was like, okay, I have enough. And then on Tuesday I was like, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. There's nothing beyond this. And then on Wednesday with even more. So it's like it's always you expand more and more and more. So on Wednesday I remember like a friend and I here, we just decorated our face with like a really nice fake tattoos and sparkling and goldish. Yeah. And it was lovely. I loved it. Yeah.
And then Yahe on Thursday.
Yeah. And on Thursday, actually, on Thursday, I was unsure because always like you need to be above the noise. And then everybody was saying that it's different. And so I wasn't sure, and I didn't know if it would be difficult like Monday again, even though it would be difficult, but I was wondering if maybe I needed to do that. So before going, I sat by the pool just for myself, and I wanted to get above the noise and to access the place of like understanding my own wisdom. And I was able to find that. So I just went to the ceremony with a heart that was really open, and I loved it. I really did. Sorry,
Yeah.
I really did. Everybody, the group, the music, the shaman. I have so much respect for the tradition.
The Colombian tradition.
Yeah, the Colombian tradition and how they were doing, what they were doing. I was just sitting there with in awe and with so much respect. And on Thursday, what it felt like for me, I think at least following my own process, it felt like I was at a car wash, literally. Because on Monday I took care of like the things that were standing in my way. On Tuesday I was able to reconnect with beauty beyond anything I could imagine. On Wednesday I was able to celebrate everyone, to celebrate myself, to the feminine goddess. And so on Thursday I was just I was wondering, so what should be my intention? So in my journal, I have all this affirmation that I do every morning when I wake up. So, and for me, I wanted the medicine on Thursday to find those affirmations in me. I wanted a new neural pathway of being carved in my mind and for my life. I wanted those affirmations to really be the baseline at least.
Yeah.
So before going, I just opened my journal. I read all of them over. And when I was at the ceremony waiting for the start, that's what I was doing. I opened my journal and I was reading them over and over and over. Mind you, I've been doing this affirmation for like almost 2 years now. So I just did them over. And then when I also took the medicine, that's what I was saying. I was like, this is my baseline. Like add more into this, but I want this information to be found in my system as you clean me up, basically. And that's what it felt like. It felt like I was at least when I was on my mattress, the whole place looked like a car wash. And I just see all of us almost at cars, and then and that was my experience. I could feel that working inside me, part by part. Yeah, and it was really beautiful, and I was able to dialogue with it, to also have a dialogue when it was happening with me, and it's interesting because when I go to the dentist, usually I'm sitting there and then they're fixing my teeth and then I'm watching something on the screen, like on top. So it almost felt like that. I felt like I was being watched, and then I was also just like watching. I knew like I couldn't move, and then something was, I was being cleaned up, and then at the same time also I was dialoguing with this thing, and then talking, and then repeating, as you clean me up, look at my affirmation. And then I did have this whole interaction with it. So. And it went all the way in the morning, and the healing ceremony on Thursday nights. There was the healing circle that they do, and that was really beautiful. Again, I was sitting there also with my affirmation just running through my mind and just being open to a reset. That's what I wanted, for my life to be resetted, and it was just really beautiful. And waking up, like you go into this at night, and then you wake up, and it's going.
The sun is rising.
And the sun is rising, and everybody's there to transform their lives, to heal. It was just, it was, wow, it was just really beautiful.
And have you noticed the difference in your new brothers and sisters that are in this group with you from the time you guys all got here until now?
It's funny because today's Saturday, so the new group is getting in today. So I was having lunch, and it was almost funny because like they look shy and they look a bit like skeptical, like what's happening with all these people, and then we are just beaming with light and giving them hugs and we don't know them, and telling them that it's okay, and just we are laughing. You can tell that they're a bit intimidated by us, which is exactly how we were when I arrived on Sunday. I had traveled for 2 days, first of all, to get here. I was jet lagged, I was hungry, I was tired, I needed a shower. And then I was just being met by all those people who were so vibrant and laughing. I was like, leave me alone. I don't know what you all are taking right now, but I just want to go take a nap. So I see the difference. Like everybody in the group has become a brother and a sister. We are all exchanging our numbers, our contacts, and it's just, and I have so much love for everybody, and then you feel loved at the same time.
It's all of the vibrations have risen together.
Yeah, exactly.
It is incredible.
Exactly. Before coming to this life, I'm a meditator and I do spiritual work and so forth, but I get to really embody what it means to be an enlightened like to live in harmony with your soul. Like I get to, like when I meditate, like I get to that place for a few minutes, a second, and then it goes away. But since I woke up this morning, I'm just, I'm there. It's like,
welcome to the new you.
I'm there, and I'm just vibrating from this place that's really, really, yeah.
They say that we see with new eyes.
Yeah. I see with new eyes, the trees, you see, and you see people with new eyes, and you see like there's no do-over. It's just you. Yeah. It's unbelievable. I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's the most I can say. Yeah.
So you had a beautiful week, and then you got to go to breathwork again last night.
Yeah, I went to breathwork again last night, and I'm going again tonight.
Yeah.
Taking advantage of everything before I leave tomorrow. Yeah, so last night was beautiful. We again went through the process of doing the breath work, and that was really good for many people. They were able to even obtain their miracle even through the breath work yesterday. And for me also, it was really great. I didn't get into visions like before, but all I could see was just a purple light, just purple everywhere. And then it made sense when I went to dinner yesterday, and I asked someone, like, all I could see was purple lights. I wanted to see what's behind the purple light, and she goes, "Oh, but that's ideal."
Yeah.
And she tells me, "No, but that's actually really good. That's like the ultimate. Like you want to get to the purple light. So like that's
the opening of the third eye.
Yeah.
So
like she told me that
beautiful.
yesterday. So I didn't even know. Like I was sitting there, wondering, okay, why is everything so purple? Like I want to get past this so I can see what's. And then she tells me, "No, that's actually really beautiful. That you can see that." So.
And will we see you again? Are you going to come back?
Oh, definitely. I want to make it a point of coming back at least once per year.
A yearly tune-up.
Yeah. I want to come back at least once every year. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll come back again this year before the end of the year.
And so, if someone is watching and they've been thinking about it, or maybe they've been thinking about it since 2017, like you, what advice would you have for them?
I'll say nothing really can do it justice. Like you read about it, prepare yourself, plan to come whatsoever, but nothing really. There's no way you can present this whole experience in words. All I can say is that, like, please be courageous and book it and come and see it for yourself. Your life is going to be changed. And I'm one person. If I take you outside and you see all the people who came, all the men and women who came, there are people who came with their children, there are all people who came with their parents.
All ages.
All ages, like young, older, like everybody.
I think it was 18 to 72 this week.
Exactly. So it's, and everybody's just transformed. And my story is just one. But there are people who came here from different background and looking for various things. And there is one thing that we are all taking away. It's this joy, this transformation that we're able to access, and that we know that we can always access. So you should, if you are thinking about coming, do yourself a favor. It's an experience that you will definitely not regret, I think.
And is there any one thing that you're going to take back into your daily life from here?
Many things, actually. Well, I was meditating before, so now it's even pushing me to even continue doing that and to not skip, because I know that this connection, like I've seen the connection, and that's something that I want to maintain. And I know that my way back to the connection is through meditation. There are many ways, but that's something that I want to take and keep with me. The yoga also, I was doing that before, so I'll make that an intention to continue doing that. One thing that I will really, I think the way my eyes has opened to see the bigger picture is something that I will take with me, because as I go back, there will always be stressful situations to navigate, people and so forth. And the gift of seeing the bigger picture is something that I want to keep with me, and to remind myself that it's all perfect. It's just all perfect, and it's all coming to balance. And then not stressing myself. Oh, I was the queen of stress, the queen of fix everything and fix the chaos. And now I think that my baseline has become harmony. And whatever chaos can come, I welcome it. I welcome it into my harmony. But now that chaos needs to be there, and then I bring harmony into the chaos. So like that's the reset for my life.
And knowing that at any moment we have the choice to flip our perception on something.
Yeah, to flip our perception. It's for my own well-being, for the well-being of everyone on the planet, I may as well shift my perception so I can live from a place where I can be beneficial to myself, to everyone, because there's no self anyway. Intellectually, spiritually, I understood this before, but to be able to really see that there is no self, my, there is no myself, my this, like we're all connected. And when I live from a place of peace and harmony, I'm actually giving that to you, to everybody who I'm connected with. And that's what it means to really be beneficial to this place. And that's what I want to do.
What a bright light you are.
Oh, thank you.
You just continue to let it shine.
Thank you.
Well, thank you again so much for joining me and for coming here and doing this hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you to all of you. How do they call you? The helper? Or like what is the most appropriate way to say it?
The assistant?
The assistant, yeah. Thank you to all of you, the assistants. I didn't get it, and the helpers and the shamans. I didn't get a chance to say thank you and to shake everybody's hands, but if you can pass on my love.
Yes,
I just have so much respect and love for everything that you all do. And may you continue to help more and more people heal and just and live from a place of happiness and joy in this life. So thank you so much for helping me while I'm here. Thank you for helping me through all my chaos and all the fear that I had. And thank you for seeing me through the whole process.
And of course, we always give all the gratitude to the spirit of medicine. Yeah. But thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And thank all of you guys so much for joining us.
Thank you for watching. No one asked a question.
Melina, we miss you. Hi, Tati. Hi, Ria. She says, Melina says we came this past November. They're coming back in March. Oh, awesome. Susan says, see you in April. Cool. Yeah, we'll be here. So thank you guys again so much. Again, if you guys have any questions, you can call this number. If you're ready to book, come on down. We have a lot of really amazing guest speakers coming up. Missy Gomez is going to be here in March, and then Taita will be back, and everybody. Taita's back on March 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We'll see you then. Spirit Science is coming up again too. So yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me to do this.
Thank you. We'll see you guys again next Saturday. Thank you guys again so much.
It doesn't
want to end.